Ride away, ride away, ride away, ride away, Lift your voice. Come rejoice. Lift your hands and dance. Lift your voice. Come rejoice. Lift your hands and dance. He your will be done. Let your kingdom come. Let your will be done. Let your kingdom come. Let your will be done. Let your kingdom come. Let your will be done. On earth as it is in heaven. 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 You might think that it's over and done. Hey, we're here to tell you the best is yet to come. You might feel that it's over and done, but we're here to tell you the best is yet to come. 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 Your best days are ahead of you. The best is yet to come. 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 We going up to the top of Mount Zion, taking your house of my Lord. That's where we need. And we'll move and reign in the presence of our enemies. Let's go over y'all to the very tip-top, taking the houses my Lord. I got to move. We will move and reign in the presence of our enemies. Why? We are the crushers. And what are we doing? Crushing our enemies. Why? We are the crushers. And what are we doing? Crushing our enemies. Say every single day. Crushing our enemies. Every time I pray. Crushing our enemies. From 6 to 7, 8 years. Crushing our enemies. I got to ride the train. Crushing our enemies. I got to ride the way. Crushing our enemies. I got to ride the train. Crushing our enemies. The HGJC train. Crushing our enemies. The HGJC train. Crushing our enemies. Holy Ghost, Jesus Christ. Holy Ghost, that's Jesus Christ. Messiah, Messiah, Deliverer, my best friend, my Savior, and with me till the end. Hallelujah. Move today, get up out of my way. Move today, get up out of my way. Like move today, get up out of my way. Poverty, move today, get up out of my way. Sickness, move today, get up out of my way. Diabetes, move today, get up out of my way. Anger must move today, get up out of my way. Pride got to move today, get up out of my way. Deception, move today, get up out of my way. Loneliness, move today, get up out of my way. Get up out of my way. Hey, it's my breakthrough day. Get up out of my way. It's my breakthrough day. Hey, it's my breakthrough day. My breakthrough day. Here's the cry. Here's the cry. Hallelujah. The Spirit of the Lord says, I have blessed this day that I have given you, and I have blessed you. My blessings are non-stop.
That's right.
Miracles are never ending for you. Miracles are never ending for you. Miracles are never ending for you. My presence goes before you. My love for you is unfailing. Here's what the Lord says. He says, I do not keep track of your failures, and I will not remind you of them, because now is not the time to look back at what was. You will no longer need to be held back by your past. Trust that I have cleansed you from all unrighteousness and have the everlasting love for you. Be near to me, for I am with you to do you good. love you continually.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can trust in my presence and my love. You can know that I am for you and on your side.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord. I have daily renewable compassion for you. And my mercies are unfailing.
Yeah.
Run to me. Run to me with open arms. For I await your response to my call to you. So come closer to me.
Come closer.
Come closer to me. So that I can lavish my love upon you. You will not be rejected. Thank you. But received. And you will be filled with fresh and full joy. In the Spirit of the Lord. Somebody say hallelujah. And if you believe, you will receive. You will receive miracle after miracle. Miracle after miracle. Miracle after miracle. Belong to you. Belong to you. Miracle after miracle. Every day of your life. Miracle after miracle. Miracle after miracle. They're raining down. They're raining down. Hallelujah. Please remember to turn your cell phones off at this time. Let's thank God for our bishop. Welcome home.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Great. Could have went on that, Vaughn. I was ready. I was ready. Good to be back. Good to see everybody. I mean that. I mean that. I haven't been able to go out.
Yeah.
Physically, I haven't been able to go out. I've been going out my whole life in my spirit and my soul.
That's right.
I've been going all over the world.
Amen.
In my spirit and my soul. My body might not have went, but I was going. I'm a dreamer.
Yeah.
You got to be a dreamer.
Yeah.
Go to Revelation chapter 1. I've been ministering under of course, the lordship of King Jesus, the Messiah, and this is Messiah's day. This is the day of the Lord. This is the day of the church.
Amen.
This is the age of the church.
Yes.
This is the age of grace, and it will not always last.
Right.
It is now.
Come on.
And the door has opened for a little time longer.
Yeah, amen.
For the last end time harvest, put it like that.
Yes.
Those that have ears to hear, hear.
Yes.
Amen.
And those that don't, well, you have to just pray for them and say, oh me.
That's right.
But I've been ministering under that, and then of course, the renewing of the mind in Romans 12, the renewing of the mind, and that you may prove that which is the good and the acceptable and the perfect will of God.
Yes.
And that's the 30-fold. That's what the outer court, the inner court, and the holies of holies. Of course, many don't know what I'm talking about. Of course, that's deal with your spirit, your soul, and your body. 3.
Right. Come on.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. 3.
Yes.
Everything is perfection is 3.
Yes.
And so I've been ministering on the renewing of the mind, and now I've gone, and so these messages are classics.
Yes.
And they will last through the echoes of time.
Yes.
And then long after I'm gone and you're gone, they'll still be
Amen.
and echoing, and of course going through our people,
Right.
the family,
Yeah.
because the Lord brought me back. You know, the Lord picked Abraham. These things, these principles are so simple that we try to make things so difficult.
Right.
It's hear and obey.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Or hear and disobey.
Right.
And reap the whirlwind. That's all it is. Is hear and obey.
Yeah.
And when you don't like it and you do think you know, then go work it out.
Right.
See how that works for you. And you find out real quick that you're in bad shape.
Yeah, that's right.
Then you got to fight like hell
Yes.
to get back home.
So true. That's
You
right.
heard what I said? You be talking about fighting like hell here. No.
Yeah.
You fight like hell out there.
Right.
To get back in here.
Right.
Right.
So
Amen.
it's good to be home.
Amen.
I went on people so much with they their stuff. You got to block that stuff all the time.
Right.
How's my vacation? I said, this is that treatment, this is that dialysis.
Come on.
How's my vacation? I
Right.
said, first of all, there ain't no vacation.
Right.
Come on, tell me. How you doing today? I'm not happy to be here.
Come on. Yeah.
But I'm here because I want to stay. Well, actually, for me to go is better.
Yes.
For me. It's better for me to stay for you. For me, it's better for me to go. Because then I'm out. Now, I'm not going to go because I'm concerned that my family
Yeah.
and the family of God is they together. See, I don't have them separate.
Come on. Amen.
It's my natural family. They don't want to come to church and they don't want to be about God. Listen, that's fine for them.
Come on.
But if you want to be in my house, you come and see me. On the days of church, we go to church, and you're not staying home. And if you want to, then you can get a hotel.
That's right. That's right.
And I got children that are children or grown. If you're in my house, knows it's me.
Come on.
And that's why I'm back.
Come on.
Because the Lord chose Abraham simply because he would teach his children.
Right.
So Abraham is not like he's some great, no. Abraham loved his family. God saw that, and God said, I'm picking him because he will watch after his family.
Amen.
Now he used Joshua. Joshua's a mighty army, a man of war, a man of valor and stature, but he didn't teach his family.
Come on.
Right.
Come on.
Come on.
Eli didn't either.
Right.
They said he's stricken.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Eli made it.
Yeah, right.
And his boys, I know they didn't. I know his boys went through the tunnel.
Wow.
Come on.
Tell the truth.
It's a black tunnel,
Right.
a hole
Come on.
that immediately when you leave this life and you don't have the light,
Right.
you don't have your pass, you don't have your ticket, there's only one. There's not a whole lot of them like the devil making you believe you can get it anyway. My nurse come to me with the stupidness on her. I said, what's it?
Come on.
Oh, this is my religion. I know she's all wrapped up and all that. As soon as I saw, I was like,
Right.
I mean, me like, hey,
Right.
Come on.
this is not acceptable.
No.
Come on.
Wow.
She seen it.
Right.
I bumped her right off the bat. What's that?
Right.
She was trying to come and what's my weight and check my heart. I said, no. Before all that, let me check you.
Yeah.
I backed her up.
Right.
Anyway, that's a side issue. That's just the way that I roll because, see, so God brought me back because of my thinking.
Amen.
And that I'm concerned about my family. I'm concerned about the family of God.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Now, listen, I looked at the church service. Anyway, so I went on no vacation.
Right.
My
Amen.
uncle was on his last. And I said, and we just knew, me and Cookie, we just knew.
Come on.
I said, no, I gotta go. And they said, what about the foot? I said, look,
Come on.
it don't make no difference.
Right.
Amen.
I said, boot or no boot, I'm going to Louisiana.
Yeah.
It don't matter, that's where I'm going.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
So I was there.
Amen.
Amen.
And strength was, we gotta understand, you guys, we carry
Yes.
the presence of God.
Yes.
When I came in here,
That's right.
Come on.
Eddie's the first one hit me.
Right. Man.
Good to see you.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
He says likewise.
Yeah.
Feeling just
Come
good.
on.
Eddie tried to give me the courtesy. I said, no, get in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, man, because man got pride.
Right.
And so he got to try to show self strong.
Right.
And so he just gives you like just an elbow. Instead of come on and then give a hug.
Yeah.
It ain't like we just met each other.
Right.
We just met, we take a handshake.
Right.
Right, that's right.
Unless you got grease or something on your hand, you ain't know nothing. But anyway, that's a different story. Then I passed there, and then Christian.
Yeah.
Not my grandson, not Michael Christian, Christian.
Right.
The horn player.
Yeah.
He saw the wheel. Bishop, you all right?
Amen.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Right.
Think about that.
Amen.
Yeah.
Think about that. Just think about that.
Right.
That'll tell you what's going on there. With a heart like that boy.
Yeah.
Amen.
You think you're going to hold him back, ain't going to happen.
Right.
No. Ain't gonna happen. No. Hold a heart like that, ain't going to hold him back. As long as mother and father keep him in church.
Yeah.
Don't keep him in church. That's well.
That's right.
That's a different ball game.
Come on. Come on.
Okay, now I see Justin number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now listen. That boy
Come on.
ain't got no choice.
Come on.
Right.
That's right.
He got the tunnel,
Right.
Come on.
which his feet was already in both of them. And he knew I got to do something.
Yes.
Because you know, when you're a Christian, you out there acting the fool. Everybody acting the fool with you, they don't know.
Right.
But when you acting the fool and you know, and you looking at them, they going to hell. They ain't got no problem. They loving it. They happy. They drunk. They getting high. They doing the sex. They doing whatever. It don't make no difference. They loving it. But you,
Right.
Right.
now you in it too.
Come on.
But then you looking,
Yeah.
and you know,
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Get out.
I can't do this too much longer.
Yeah. Come on.
Or
Right.
Preach. Yes.
that angel said to you, people don't know scripture.
Right.
That angel said, I got so much to know. That angel said, today,
Yeah.
Mr., Mrs., boy, girl,
Yes.
your soul
Yeah.
is required.
Yeah.
Right.
My God.
That's it. Come on now.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I prophesied to his mother.
Yes.
That's right.
I prophesied.
Right.
I said when the boy ran up there, I said, that don't make no difference.
Right.
He run wherever he want to run.
That's right.
I said it don't make no difference. First of all, he gonna find himself there.
Right.
So the problem is there wherever you go because of you.
Yeah.
So I said he gotta come back, stop acting the fool. He know.
Yeah.
So we had to pray on him hard.
Yeah.
Now he's here. Hallelujah. That's what he's supposed to be.
Right.
Amen, brother. Because it says the older will serve the younger. Now he don't like that. But it's in position. Look,
Yeah.
turn around and look.
Come on.
That's
You
right.
people don't understand the spirit world. You don't understand the spirit world.
That's right.
Right in your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you don't even know what it is. But anyway,
Come on.
so I'm happy to be home. Now let me say this. I looked at the service on Sunday.
Amen.
I normally would come home on Saturday and be in my pulpit on Sunday.
Come on.
But in some kind of way, I knew I got to be there
Right.
on Sunday. That was the day that I got a chance to be with my uncle.
Yes.
Because my auntie, with his wife over 60 years, died. And then, so the funeral was when we got there.
Right.
I didn't know nothing about it. That was a side issue.
Come on.
They thought he was going first. So you don't never know.
Never know. That's right, Bishop.
She was waiting, and then when he said, when he was still hanging around, she just said, well, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then you know they was all sad, and I said, they're gonna be sad about it.
Right. Come on.
I see Auntie Laura. I said she's 22 years old
Come
now.
on. Come on.
Hallelujah.
She in no
Come on.
wheelchair. Her
Hallelujah.
back ain't broken.
Come on.
And the church, she ain't got no replaced hip
Yeah.
or knee.
Right.
Another extra 100 pounds of weight. She ain't got none of that.
None of that. None of that.
Amen.
She's let go all that. She dropped those grades.
Yeah.
We bearing that today.
Hallelujah.
Come on.
But the priest did a great job. And while I was sitting there in the Catholic church, where I went when I was a little boy,
All right.
you talking about 50 plus years. Well, I was born there, so it's more than that. But I'm talking about, you know,
Come
being
on.
in the church and all that.
Yeah.
But I had people coming to me, and I could take the whole service on that, but I'm not.
Come on.
But I had just so many things happening, and people coming to me, and of course, you know, I'm standing up over everybody,
Right.
right?
Look.
Right.
Look.
I'm looking
Look. Come on.
to make sure. When Gabe was pulling me up
Yeah.
in the front of the church, I looked, turned around.
Come on.
There's Gabriel. I said, okay. Anybody else?
Look. Look.
No.
Right.
I said, okay then. So they thinking, who is that? You know, who is that? I'm up there with the family. Who is that? So I told them,
Look. Look.
I'm Babbitt.
Look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so this one thing I'm gonna say that I want to get in the word. When they was singing, and they did a short service. I don't know if the Catholic Church did a short service, because that's the way my uncle wanted it. They were singing at the end, how good God is.
Amen.
Wow.
And man, that touched me so deep. I told Cookie, man, how good. I said, man, look how good God is. I'm over here with my family. I had these people coming to me. You know, I live next door to old man with a thing in his neck, and he every time he talk, gotta go like this. Oh,
Yeah.
he said, I'm Mr. Johnson. Big old hands, Ray. Ray,
Yes, sir.
what are you doing over there?
Come on.
What's he doing? He got his head down.
My ringtone's on church.
You what? His ring finger's too tight. He's looking at it on the phone.
Turning off the ring on his phone.
What are you supposed to do that before you get in the church, right? You're supposed to do that before you get in the church. Look out the Lord Buster. You see that? You guys say, oh, he's always bishop's always. That's a spirit.
Come on.
I look over there, and where I'm looking at all these heads, I look over there, Ray's head is down. Playing with his phone. Then you get, listen, that's an excuse. I'm so sick of hearing excuses. I'm so sick and sick and sick and sick of hearing those stupid excuses. Choke them back in your neck. Choke them in your head. I don't want to hear it. Shut up. If we did that when we was kids, that's an immediate beating. Immediate. If you didn't answer up, if you didn't get up, you immediate.
Right.
That's right.
Oh, listen, I excuse every
Come
time.
on.
When you text them to me, I don't even read them. I just delete them.
Come on.
My friend, the prophet, he read every one, especially the bad ones. He's dead.
Right.
I'll tell you something. But anyway,
Come on.
so that Amazing Grace really did something. The God, good God is, that did something to me. Did something to me. Then I looked at the program. That's what I wanted to tell the church. I looked at the program, and it was exactly
Come on. Come on.
how I designated.
Yes.
And the spirit of the bishop was in the house.
Amen. Yeah.
The power of the Lord was in the house. As long as one piece was out, it was my fault. Justin, one. Because I wanted him up here, and I said that. but he was down there at his post. He couldn't be two places.
Right.
And I needed that post.
Right.
So in the morning, before the service, I had Christopher.
Amen.
But it was, you know, stuff going on where I'm at. And I just didn't make that maneuver because I didn't want to, you know, start trying to make a maneuver. Gabriel's not there. Clifton's not there.
Right.
So I'm not trying to make too many maneuvers. And that was the only piece. So I wanted, and the reason why, listen, because I want the government, God represented on the stage.
Right.
Yeah. Amen. Amen.
Everything was magnificent. Every piece was playing and doing what they're supposed to do. It was magnificent. And tonight, again, magnificent. Magnificent. Magnificent spirit.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I tell you this, Di. The presence of the Lord that's in this house
Come on. Come on.
is just as powerful
Yes.
as the presence of the Lord at my brother's house
Yes.
in South Africa, who's holding 30,000.
Amen.
Just as powerful.
Hallelujah.
And they touch it and they're meeting and there are others that we don't even know about. That's one I know about.
Hallelujah.
The Lord will add the pieces.
Yes, he will.
Amen.
Bishop Bradley is another one
Yeah.
over in Alabama. He'll be here this weekend.
Praise God.
But anyway, and so I'm talking about the soul. It's important to be able to hear and obey. And of course, listen, I'm never telling you to violate your conscience.
Right.
See, what happens with the people is you in your flesh
Come on.
and saying you in your spirit.
Come on.
Yeah.
You in your flesh, you in your soul, and you saying the spirit told you, he ain't told you nothing.
Come on.
So, in the Holy Spirit, when you hear something, he will let you know. But it's in your spirit, and if you're not used to that, and most are not, 99% are not, so you don't know. That's why you have to have training wheels.
Exactly.
And the training wheels is the government in the church. That's the leaders in the church. That's the pastor.
Yeah.
And his crew, or the apostle and the prophet and their crew. That's what it is. Same as your parents, you got them. If you don't want to listen to them, you wild ass, and you're going to die early. Okay. So Revelations chapter 1. I'm still ministering about the soul, but this is what I want to say. And I'm taking my time because I'm laboring.
Come on.
To endeavor to get points across that are eternal.
Yeah.
My messages are not just messages to tickle your ear.
Right.
They got places for you like that. Now listen, I'm not trying to get anybody to leave. Because you are the crew that the Lord has sent. Now listen, as far as you're looking at us, we're a motley crew.
Right.
Because we can't see the heart.
Come on.
But I can see the heart, but you can't see the heart.
Amen, Bishop.
So you don't see it the way the Lord sees it.
Come on.
So what I want to endeavor to bring out tonight is about the ears.
Come on.
Because I notice, and this is not just recently, I've been noticing this since I've been a minister. But it hasn't improved, it's gotten a lot worse. And it's talking about being people to be able to hear. The reason why people cannot hear, because they ain't listening. People, your children can't hear you because their head is down looking at their iPad. While you talking to them, they looking at their phone. While you talk, watch this, while you talking to them, they got their mind on something else and they ain't even looking at you. Now you know, back in the day, like in my day, there was no such thing. Not in my house. Not in my house. It's never been that way. When I got out of my house, I guess where I was? In the Marine Corps house. So it wasn't like I got out of my house and got out of, and went into a much greater house, better house, for more freedom. Oh no, it was better over there. And that was very strict. It wasn't nothing. You look at me when I'm talking to you. And if you don't, that's an immediate beating.
Yeah.
Now I use the word beating because it makes it. You understand? It's a whooping.
It's a whipping, yeah.
It's a whooping.
Yeah.
But sometimes that whooping is a beating.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Especially when you're a kid, you know that's a beating.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the eye contact
Come on.
is one thing you got to have, or they're not paying attention. And I watch it here all the time, and I'm addressing it all the time.
Yeah.
Because people have left because they said they want me calling them, but it is not me.
Come on.
You see me,
Come on.
so I'm the one blamed.
Right.
Yes.
But do we believe that actually there is a Holy Spirit?
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
And that he anoints men and women
Yes.
to do specific calls?
Yes.
He called me as a 7-year-old boy. Listen, this is key. I heard him.
Come on.
Now this is the deal. You say I'm somebody special, but I'm not.
Come on.
I'm no more different than you. The only difference is I heard. And you can't be here, or if you haven't heard.
Right.
If you're a child, that's different. You want to get out.
Look.
But if you keep them there long enough,
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
then you get that warped mind changed up.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. That's
That
right.
carnal mind,
Yeah.
that natural mind,
Right.
natural thinking
Yes.
is enmity against God. If you go into hell,
Come on. Come on.
that's automatic. You
Come
want
on,
to go with
say
that, that's an automatic hell.
Say it.
Oh, the Lord is merciful. You better read the Bible.
Yeah.
My Christina, my daughter, our daughter, did a magnificent job. Hallelujah. She preached about 10 sermons. And see, you don't even know. You weren't even paying attention. But she preached a bunch of sermons. And each one was great.
Amen. Amen.
Okay. Now, Revelation chapter 1. It says in verse 3, you know what? I didn't bring, I just still got them. I was going to say I didn't bring my briefcase, and I have a black pair of peepers there. But see, I have a spare Derringer set.
All right.
Right here.
Yeah.
I can read it without it,
Yeah.
but why should I strain myself?
Right.
That's right.
I'm trying to bring, reduce stress.
Right.
That's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm trying to help you with.
Come on.
That's what the word does. Now look, Revelation chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, blessed is he, it says he or she, blessed is he who reads and those who hear,
All right.
who hear
Yeah.
the words of the prophecy and heed the things which are written in it,
Yes.
for the time is near.
Amen.
That's the first thing that I want to give you. Now, Revelations is so magnificent book about the church, about Jesus and the church, and what our position is in the church. And there's a few things I want to point out. I'm not going to stay here. I could, but I'm not going to stay here. I just want to point out. I got them put. I was telling Cookie I have to put them in my iPad, and so it takes me longer. But then when I do that, it brings it. There's things that start activating in my spirit. Like I wanted to start in Matthew 13, because that's where I began to look when I first began to look on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
And then today, when I was in preparation all day, I spent time in the Word and soaking in the Spirit all day. Doing things for my own enrichment, for my own life. making the word more sure
Yeah, amen.
and real in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about where I have the liberty and freedom and health that I did 40 years ago.
Amen.
You see, because I believe that. But there's things you got to do
Yes.
to get that.
Right.
So I'm on that course, and you can't get them without the word and the spirit.
Yes.
You got to line up with the word and the spirit.
Amen. Yeah.
Okay, now so in chapter 2, let's look in chapter 2. And I put it in the Amplified, but so we read it first in the New American Standard, Revelation 2:7. And he who has an ear, notice that singular,
Right.
Yes.
let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To him who overcomes, so you can't overcome without hearing. And if you've been overcome, that's because you haven't heard.
Come on.
Right.
You letting the circumstances or overrun you
Right.
instead of taking the word and beating them down and saying it is written. And then or not taking your emotions. Because I don't feel my healing, I don't have my healing.
on.
No, the Bible says you are healed. And until you line up with that in heart and in mind, you don't get it.
Come on.
Amen.
Jesus said, when you pray, believe that you have received.
Yeah.
In Mark 11, 24, 23 and 24, he said, believe that you have received,
Amen.
and then you receive.
Yes. Hallelujah.
You want to believe when you receive. Then you want to shout, thank you. No, you never better say thank you.
Right.
Or praise you, because it will never come.
Right.
Because that's not the way it comes.
Right.
Not the way healing comes.
Come on.
And you know what? I don't profess to be a faith teacher or faith whatever. You know, they put that stuff on me. My deal is I heard him
Come on.
and I saw him,
Yeah.
died,
Yeah.
went to heaven,
Right.
talked to him,
Amen.
sent me back, gave me my more correct map
All right.
on what I need to do. And see, the deal is the Lord will give you the whole thing. It's by faith. You walk by faith, not by sight.
Yeah.
You walk by faith, not by sight.
Right.
And I'm teaching it all the time, but you guys don't move.
Right.
You know, there's people here that need something to happen, but you ain't done nothing.
Come on. Come
Well,
on.
so I'm waiting for the Lord. Well, you've been waiting forever. You got to move.
Right.
You got to do something.
Right. Come on. Say that.
Who told you to get that? Who? Oh, good job.
Amen.
I thought you were going to say cookie. That's even better. Because I was thinking, I need a drink, and I was just getting ready to go get it. I didn't even know it wasn't there. Wow. Look at that.
Amen.
That's right there that Eddie just did. That means Eddie's going to do what I just told him. On up here. I called him during the praise word and said I told him something.
Yeah.
That means he's going to do it because he just did it right here.
Amen.
Oh, that's good. That water is good.
Amen.
It's just a renewed mind.
Right.
I used to think that the sodas was diet sodas wasn't before diet was soda. No, before soda was punch. I used to get the punch for 49 a gallon for 49 cents. Right down at the bottom of the hill. And I don't know, I think it was Safeway. 49 cents. You talking about old 40 years ago, but don't make me look 49 cents.
Right.
So I always had a gallon. Well, I had two. I had the one, and the people can't understand that. When I send these different people, Tracy and different people, to get my stuff, and they get the smallest thing. Well, they don't do that no more. They know. No, you don't bring me the smallest, you get to bring the biggest. You And guess what? And I don't want one. I want two at least.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to run out.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
I believe in abundant life.
Amen.
Listen, I believe.
Come on.
I believe in abundant life. Hallelujah. I live abundant life. I always have since I heard it.
Amen.
And I believe for it even before that I told Cookie.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Right.
I've been on the word before I even knew the word.
Yeah.
The Spirit was leading me, telling me, showing me. Anyway,
Yeah.
now, remember my glasses are the one that fell in the ocean. Right? In the ocean. After I got knocked in the head with a 2x4 that was riding. Knocked my glasses in the ocean. In the ocean.
Say it, Bishop.
I went smashed down twice and rubbed the, I was gonna say the hair off of my chest, but I had no. Put some burn mark, tire burn mark from that sand. Listen, that wave, he ain't no joke.
Ain't no joke.
He'll smash you down, and it don't matter what your size is. He'll keep smashing you.
That's right.
When I finally came up and seen my glasses was gone, and I can't see, then the thought came, my daddy's gonna kill me. Because he already told me. He already told me because I already broke my glasses before, several times.
Come on.
I always had Scotch tape somewhere. When it shows how wonderful God is. When I went out for the basketball team at Palomar, made the team, they said I wouldn't. All that. I made the team, said I wouldn't.
Amen.
I always do what they say I can't do.
Come on.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Because I don't believe what they say.
Come on.
Amen.
I don't believe what they say. I believe what I believe.
Amen.
But anyway, the point I want to make. So here I got tape on my glasses because they had elbowed me in the head. Because you know the boys, they don't want to play right.
Right.
Because you be shaking them up and busting them up, and so you got to do something. So they see you with glasses on your head, and but you know before then, you know I didn't know about those little hooks,
Yeah.
the little rubber that you can put on the end and keep them. I didn't know about that, so I had them, they knocking them off my head and then broke them and stepped on them and all that. But they're Marine Corps issue.
Right.
But anyway, the doctor, this show how God works, because I went out. A doctor was in the stand, an eye doctor.
All right.
Eye doctor.
Yeah.
And the Lord moved on us, I didn't even know it. He went over to the coach, he said, tell that boy to come over to my office and see me.
Amen.
And so the doctor said, the eye doctor, Dr. Thiem, said for you to come and see him. Who? Who? See, that's the way God does.
Right.
Dr. Thiem.
Come on.
I went over there. I had my eye examined. Now you go over to get your eyes examined, $150, $200
Come on.
Right.
or more. I get my eye examined, no cost.
Amen.
Right.
I get contacts, which I didn't know nothing about all that.
Right.
He said, no, you know, I'm playing ball. He said, you know, you need to wear the contacts. So I said, okay. He said, he checked my eyes. He said, oh yeah, you a good candidate. And I said, okay, good. And he gave me contacts, $50. Both sides.
Amen.
Guess what? No matter where I was, it was always $50.
Amen.
I'm talking about decade after decade after decade after decade. After 4 decades,
Yeah.
Dr. Reeves retired,
Come on.
and I still was seeing it.
That's right.
He had his office, was doing something else with it. I would go there. He said, you know, I'm retired. I said, I know, Doc. And he referred me to one of the new booties, I call them. And I went over to some, and I'm out. He helped me out one time, and after that, no. When Dr. Ream was done, I said, the Lord got to bring me fresh.
Right.
Yes.
But my point is that's the way that God does. You go, and then the Lord provides. He always, if you don't go, he don't provide. I always have found that if you go, the Lord will provide. Now this faith.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
And I've done it over and over and
That's
over
right.
and over 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 and over. No matter where.
Come on.
You've done it.
Yeah. Thank you, Lord.
Okay.
Right.
Amen.
Now I'm going to read it in Amplified. I don't need this I need them over here because I got all that color. Okay, this is in the Amplified, same verse. Revelation 2:7. He says, he who is, watch this, he who is able, this is Amplified, to hear.
Come on.
He who is able to hear.
Yes.
Watch this. Let him listen.
Wow.
So watch. You can't listen
Right.
until you hear.
Right.
Hear is first.
That's right.
Right. Okay.
I heard his voice. I heard a sound.
Wow.
After I heard his voice, I heard a sound. I sensed the spirit. I sensed the spirit when I went to different men. I sensed the prophetic spirit, prophetic anointing. I saw it in the man. I said, I got to have it.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
And I chased it until it became mine. I brought it here in my heart and gave it to my family. And now it flows against the church, and now it goes all over the world. And so forth and so on. Same thing with all of the different men of God
Right.
that I have walked with. Brother Hagin and Dr. Price,
Yes.
Kenneth Copeland,
Yes.
and Mel Bailey.
Yes.
And Mel Bailey took me to Bishop Polk
Yes.
and was there until Bishop Polk passed the mantle and exited
Right.
after 50 plus years.
Amen.
I think he was 60 years. My bishop, who's an archbishop, is over 60 years
Yes.
in the ministry and over 60 years married.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
82 pushing. My uncle's 85. I sat there and talked to him and told him about his mother's house, how they wanted to give it to this guy and make it, and break it down and make it a parking lot
Come on.
for the bar that's next door. And I said, oh no, no. But I said I can't say that over the phone.
Come on.
There's some things you can't do over the phone. And this probably shouldn't even be heard over the airways, but I'm gonna say it
Come on.
anyway, because that's the way I am. If somebody can get help,
Come on.
I
Amen.
use my own life.
Yeah.
And I have family members that don't like it, but it doesn't matter. It's a testimony. Listen, this thing about don't let me hear I'm touching on my testimony. I don't want to hear that. Ain't no touch on it.
Come on.
That's all you got.
Yeah.
Hey, if you touching on it, you in trouble. That's all you have. Is an ongoing testimony of the grace of Almighty God in your life. And if you don't have that, guess what? You in the tube. And don't even know it. You don't even know what I'm talking about, because I'm talking about with the old man Bob Jones, who died and went to heaven, and that's a great prophet, by the way, one of the greatest of all time. Died in 1975, came back after 6 or 7 hours dead, and came back and just pushed out this last year. Just pushed out. Just pushed out. And he saw some things. He saw some things. Not to mention the prophet that prophesied over me,
Right.
a daddy prophet,
Okay.
Richard Sigma, who died 8 hours. He comes along with Oral Roberts' group.
Okay.
He was supposed to prophesy to Oral Roberts.
Okay.
He didn't, and it was a problem. And he died. And then the Lord showed him this and that and the other, and then he came back and he just died. And he gave 3 prophecies about this about this here
Yeah.
and what God will do, and I played it for you.
Yes.
Right.
So we have the word of the Lord
Yes.
Yes.
over this ministry, and we have the word of the Lord over my life.
Yes, amen.
And you have the word of the Lord over your life if you submit.
Yes.
And if this is all about submit to man, I ain't going to submit to man. You can stop it. You in the flesh. Come on, submit to no man.
Right.
Submit to the man, the King Jesus.
Yes.
You're supposed to be in your post and be where he told you to be.
That's right.
And if it's not here, you need to find where it is.
Amen. Amen.
I ain't mad.
Come on.
They come and tell me about all the people that left and how they do. Listen, that's fine.
Come on.
But I'm looking for the peace that's going to help me build the army of God so I can finish my work. Hallelujah. So I can say that I fought the good fight.
Yes, yes.
I finished the race.
Amen. Come on.
Okay.
Glory to God.
Listen, I got to preach on me real hard.
Come on.
Well, I haven't seen you.
Right. Come on.
So I got to, flex
Right.
my muscles a little bit.
There you go. There you go. Come on. Come on.
I'm bringing them back.
Yeah.
That's right. Amen.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I didn't finish that verse, did I?
No.
Okay. So, that's right. To hear and to be able to hear and let him listen.
Yeah.
That's where all we was.
Yeah.
I'm in Amplified, so you can't follow if you don't have the Amplified.
Right.
It says, and to give heed, watch this, and to give heed, page, and to give heed to what the Spirit says to the assemblies, which is the church, to hear
Come on.
what the Spirit is saying to the church, which you are part of the church.
Amen.
Right.
And to him, watch this, or her, who overcomes
Yeah.
is the victory.
Yes.
That's to the overcomer
Right.
gets the victory.
Right.
Not the loser,
Right. Right. Say that.
the overcomer.
Yes.
Look, we said, I will grant to eat of the fruit,
Yes.
I'm in Amplified now,
All right.
of the tree of life. Now look. You don't understand what's happening here.
Come on.
Wait a minute, something happened here. I pressed some wrong thing. What you doing here? This thing came up, Rabbit. I want that to go away. This right here. Oh, this.
It's technology.
Oh, I hit the wrong thing, and then the typer deal came up. I don't need him to block me from what I'm doing.
Right.
I don't need no obstacles.
Right.
Here we go. All right. Now watch this. So now, this scripture here takes you all the way back to Genesis
Yes.
in the garden.
Hallelujah.
Notice what it says. And to eat
Yeah.
of the tree, of the fruit, of the tree of life. Now, look, he's taking you all the way back.
Yeah.
If you hear and listen.
Yes.
That's right.
If you won't sit down,
Come on.
you'll never be able to listen or hear.
My God.
That's right.
We are called to be disciples. You have to be disciple. You're called a disciple by sitting down and being a student.
Right.
If you're not that, you're not a disciple.
Right. That's right, Bishop.
You are idle.
Look.
Notice this. You get to eat. And listen, I make up words, so don't be coming over here with me. I make up my own language. Listen, Jesus had parables, I have mine. Which I'm going to show you that in the Bible. Jesus had parables. Listen, Jesus had parables so you don't understand. I got parables so you don't understand. Because I can tell you what that is, you won't like that. We got people right here on the front line that I'm gonna be getting it. That's what I'll be asking about the service. That's what I say, you right. You broke down Eiffel. You calling people Eiffel. All this revelation I dropped, Eiffel.
Look.
So I got to speak in parables.
Come on. Right.
Jesus did the same thing. He said to you, it's been given to get to know the mysteries of the kingdom.
Come on.
But to them that are without,
Right.
no. And they right there too.
Yeah.
That's right.
Amen, Bishop.
Now listen, when you with me long enough,
Yeah.
then you know what I'm saying, Larry.
Yeah.
That's right. If I put 10 men together,
Yeah.
at least 5 of them will be right on top of it.
Right.
This is what Bishop's saying.
Right.
And then go, now Ray, he won't know. Because anytime something's going on, right now, anytime something's going on, Ray's right in it. I busted him again. Kim's like, she can't believe it. I'm preaching, look, Ray's like this. He got his whole back. Who want to see Ray's big back and big old head? Who want to see that? Okay, we know Ray's doing a good thing. They say he's going to get the envelope. The time is off. This is not the time to get your envelope.
Right, right.
And Ray ain't putting much in there anyway. Don't even take no envelope. Just put it in the bottle. Waste my envelope. You got it. You know you put listen, Gabriel. Like I said, Gabriel. Listen, when you putting a dub or less than a dub, don't even take no envelope. Just throw that cash in there. And I'm gonna get to the place where I say anything on the horn, no envelope. I'm getting there. I just gave you a break just now. Because my senator wrote me and wanted me to sign a bunch of stuff about stopping some stuff in the United States of America. First time I said, what? Yeah. Senator said it to me. Then at the end, he's offering. 25, 50, 100, and on and up. And so then I put a 5 spot in. And Gabriel is ridiculing me. Dad, you can't. I said, why can't I? Just check other and I'm out. And listen, guess what? Ray, and I ain't waste no check. They talking about the secretary gonna eat it. I said, I don't care who eat it. I gave it in good faith, God saw it, and I'm gonna get my blessing. And guess what? I'm gonna ride all the way to see the President Trump. Who you talking about is gonna make a difference? I'm the one riding. And I'm going all the way. Just by that 5 spot.
All the way.
Because listen, it's not about the amount that you give. It's the heart that you give it in.
Amen.
I'm practicing the principle of King Jesus. Everybody was putting in from their surplus. That's how the church operates. Not this one. But that's how the church operates. Jesus looked and said, this woman is putting more than all, and she put the least. Heart. Come on, heart. So don't be getting on me. What's wrong? Oh. Amen. Thank you. Okay. Let's push on. Let's see what else I want to.
Come on.
It's telling me to read all because I put all that in there so I can make sure that. Okay, I'm gonna go to verse 17. It's telling me. It's telling me. I'm telling myself because I'm the one that wrote it.
Amen.
So you can think it's somebody else is telling me. I'm telling myself.
Amen.
To read verse 17. Read all. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going back to the Amplified. We in Revelation 2, verse 7. Sorry it's taking me so long. But verse 17. And he who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To him who overcomes, to him or her, I will give some, look at this, some of the hidden manna. Hidden manna. And I will give him a white stone and a new name. a new name written on that stone, which no one knows but he who receives it. I know what mine is. Not telling you.
Yep.
Right? You got to get yours.
Yes.
And if you come up here and come up with stupidity, I'm going to knock you in the head. Nope, that's not it. I'm Ulysses' son from the, I forgot the name of the gods. I'm talking about,
Come on.
the cartoons.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to go to Revelations 3. I'm going to just hit this and then move. I still got a little time. I got a lot of time.
Yeah, a lot of time.
Verse 5, Revelations 3:5. It says, and he who overcomes shall thus be clothed in white garments, and I will not erase his name from the book of life. Now that's a great revelation there, because you always hear about get your name written in the book. No. Everybody's name when they're born is written in God's book, because God's a good God. And then you spend your whole life, and then when you don't accept his provision, then your name is blotted out, and then you go in the tube. Oh, I never finished what Bob Jones talked about, that line. I think I did tell you guys about that line, though. That line in when he was in heaven. It was two lines. It was a short line, and he was in the short line going in to see God, so he could go into heaven. And this is not no fictitious. This is real.
Amen.
This happened.
All right.
He said there was another line, and it was a long line with a lot of people. And he was like, "What's over there?" And there was a young man that came up, Justin, young man came up, looking real sharp, looking clean, looking all sharp, presented. Then all of a sudden, he was in that other line. It said it was 98% of the people from the earth was in that line. That's why there were so many in the line. And he said, and they came and grabbed him by his ankles.
Oh my.
A creature, which is a demon, grabbed him by his ankles and pulled him down in a tube. And it got blacker and blacker and blacker. Plus another person today, before they got saved, was telling me about their experience and about the same tube. Then I had another man that was in the church who's left, who's still alive, barely, and he laid on a shotgun and killed himself, and he was in the tube. And he was hollering out, he was in the church, he was hollering out for God, told me himself, hollering out, and the Lord had mercy, and he came back into his body, even though he laid on a shotgun, suicide, and didn't kill him. And he's still alive today, and he was in that tube. So we have 4 or 5 people that I know personally got the testimony about the tube.
All right.
I got another one just today. Just today. He said it was the blackest black. He said it was the blackest black that he ever been in. Never been in the black as this. Tube, he was going down, and he said, and I was going down. Down. And see, you're going down, you don't want to go down. But down.
Come on.
Down. He said he was hollering, hey, hey, Lord. He told me. The other guy, he all the way. I can give you more, but it's chilly. Bishop is like, I don't care what you say.
Come on.
I'm doing what you're supposed to do. You got to give both. Listen, a preacher that don't give both, he ain't a preacher. There you go. You got to give both.
Yeah.
Amen. Right, amen.
Jesus preached about hell more than any other preacher.
Yes, he did.
Go look in your Bible.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
How you think I know about it? Not to say that my experience, and I didn't go to hell, thank God. But I did hear them in the spirit world. And what I heard and what I saw was, and this many years, over 40 years ago, I saw them going off a cliff and going into flames. I saw the flames, I saw the cliff, I saw the people, hundreds of thousands of people going over the cliff. They had missed their window. They denied Christ, didn't want him, didn't accept him. And then I heard it. I heard him. I can still hear him now. I still can hear him. And that you have to have that balance to be able to preach right. So you can let people know there is a hell to shun and a heaven to gain. And the deal is that, you know, they say hell is here and heaven is here, and to a certain degree that is true. But that's not the hell. There's still a real hell.
Yeah.
Even though the demons are here and they torment you with hell, but there is a real one.
Tell it.
And so is heaven, and heaven can come here, and we are experiencing heaven. And when I saw that tidal wave hit this place tonight, and saw how the girls, every one of them, was supernatural when they were going with the flow of the Holy Spirit, and the team, and Gladney, and Tasha.
Oh, amen.
Tasha was right on the money.
Yeah.
And I told Joanna, I asked Joanna, because they shocked, because I do stuff. You said, this is not, no, I'm the bishop. I can do it all. That's right. I had the thought.
Come on.
Listen, and I said this already. See, I'm not saying things that don't get done, I'm going to get it done. When I say something you don't do it, I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
You're going to do it.
Come on.
I ain't just saying stuff to be saying stuff. Right. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Okay. It came to me, can she play mighty? I know she can play.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And so I said I wake up Eddie, he's over here. Vaughn had to get him.
Right.
And then I said, and so I called Eddie. No, I told Eddie to get Joanna, and Joanna gave this to me. While the music is going, while everybody, I said, can you play mighty?
Come on.
No. So I was like, see, look at Nolan. So that's untrue.
Look.
She can play.
Look.
Yeah.
Nolan,
Yeah.
she can play.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, see that? So she told me no.
I thought you said.
Oh, sorry. See, you hear it? Did you hear it try to come?
Yeah.
No.
Look.
No. Tell the one next to you over there. Tell the person behind you. Tell Selena. Tell this one here. All those. Tell them. I don't want to hear it. I was a spirit, and I was gonna make her change. That's why she knew. She knew. I'm getting ready to get her. I'm gonna say, you play mighty.
Yeah.
So that so Selena can shift.
Yeah.
Now, God bless Selena, because Selena was she could play the least.
Yeah.
Joanna was already better than her right off the bat. We saw that.
That's right.
But Selena had zeal and desire, and the Lord pushed her. And it was because she seen we needed it.
Amen.
I see that the Lord has blessed that girl. The Lord has blessed that girl. I didn't know, don't let me get on Selena. Selena came in the Esser.
Yeah.
Come on.
All busted up. Now she's driving a brand new car. Got several brand new cars. Got her. She was talking about she was a chef working at a Subway.
Yeah.
She was a chef working at Subway. Jeff, come on. You ain't no chef working at Subway. You just don't be working at Subway. They're not even giving the meat right at all, Jay. Come on. That ain't right, Jay. That's robbery what they're doing. But anyway, the Lord has blessed this girl.
Yeah.
And the reason why the Lord has blessed her,
Right.
don't say, but glory can go with everybody.
Right.
That is listen.
Right.
Listen, obey, Jay, number one.
Yes.
Michael Christian, over here.
Yes.
That boy, look at his mother, his chest coming out, arms coming out. Yeah, because he's staying up on that water. And Mike, don't worry about taking the second place and all that. It's the polo. I'm not saying lay back on the other, you got to need that other.
Right.
But it's the polo. They ain't gonna better stop you there. You're going to the Olympics. Guarding that fence, they ain't gonna be no better than you.
Amen. Amen. That's right.
Okay.
Amen.
I sense a pressure in the back of the, on the right side of the back of the ear. Pressure on the head. That we're gonna have to deal with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amen.
Now you can just let it go.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you can just let that go.
Yeah, amen.
Now I have to deal with who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Right, so okay, there it is. There's one that comes more than that.
Look.
Okay, hey, look at it, see?
Come on.
Here the cow, here come the cows coming over here. No, listen, when you hear that, you know, man, oh, it's me. Then you gotta go, am I gonna raise my hand? Now who's gonna think? Look, listen, when you got pain,
Come on.
That's right.
listen to me. When you got pain, you don't give a damn.
Come on. Come on. Right.
I mean, just what way I say it. When you got pain, you can't take the pain anymore. You don't give a damn.
Right.
Who's looking, who's, and who cares? That's right. I don't care. Come on. If I can get some help, and listen, you can get help.
Yeah.
Yeah, amen.
This is the place to get help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get help. You can be healed.
Yeah.
There's no reason why nobody here can't be healed. And if you're not, it's because of yourself. Because the Lord has provided. And we have the anointing here in this place. I'm talking to myself.
Come on.
I'm talking about everybody that's struggling with something that's like you. Have no right to touch you. In the name of the Lord, you got to line your soul up. You got to line your body up. You got to confess out of your mouth that this has to end today. You got to say today, there's no more lack. There'll be no more lack in my life. No more insecurity, no more depression, no more. I'm stopping, I'm leaving that already. It's all got to go today. It's got to go. It's got to go today. Right now. I'm free right now. The word of God says I'm free right now. Tracy, over here. Over here. Go to sleep over at your spot.
Right now.
Right here.
Right now.
I need eye contact.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. Over there.
Look at me when I'm
I'm not trying to be nothing, I'm just saying. I know some things.
Amen.
We got to get some things straight.
Amen.
I'm not talking about her.
Right.
Right.
I'm talking about going down in there. I'm talking about the family. There ain't no reason. Listen, we'd already seen. There's one right back there.
Yeah.
Right.
The prodigal's right back there. We all prodigal. You don't like pointing that way. No, we all prodigal. We all come back to the Father's house. I'm glad to be back. As for me and my house, we will praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Okay, give me some.
Amen.
Give me a little bit of time here.
Amen.
You're in my time. Man, that power's so strong.
Yeah.
Going up and down my body.
Yeah.
Going all the way down to my feet. If I could kick this bull off, kick him off.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
They got him on there where you gotta cut him off.
Yeah.
But you see, I know that God is doing something. And even in my situation, He's doing something.
Amen.
Because He has told me that I need to sit down.
Come on. Come on.
And so things happen in your life, the thorns, they come in the flesh with the man of God, so that because of the revelation.
Yes.
Now that's not everybody, and I'm not talking about everybody, I'm talking about myself.
Right.
And what the Lord has showed me about my feet and about what I put my feet on. I told you. Told you what I put my feet on. I put this foot on. I said what I put the other foot on. And it's on the head is snake. Come on. On the head is snake.
Come on.
And smash him and to build an altar God right on top of it. I said men and women right here in this place can make it. If they want to make it, you can make it. Hallelujah. Children or not, they coming. If you ain't got nothing, they coming. If you're too old, then that's you. I don't believe in no too old. Now my wife don't believe that way. So that's a problem. I've always had a problem. Since I met her, because she don't want to give no kids. No, I'm just saying. So I had to say, hey, God, we need some help here. So anyway, I'm getting myself in trouble. Let me get back over here. Well, I'm safe. Revelation 3. I told you 3, right? Yeah. Did we read 5 already? Yeah. No? No. Not all of it. He says in verse 5, he who overcomes, see, this is overcomer. This is only to the overcomer. Come on, say it. Listen to the overcomer in the church. Come on. Ain't no overcomer outside the church. Right. Come on. This overcomer in the church, in the house. He says, thus he'll be clothed in white garments. And I will not, I read that part, he won't erase your name from the book of life. And I will confess his name before my Father. And before his angels. Man, that's strong. Then verse 6, he who has an ear, he who has an ear, he who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. Okay, now, let me see where else I got. Okay, then let's look at Acts 7. I want to show you some real live. Even though that's what real life. Come on. Acts 7, a situation with, I believe it's Moses. Yeah. It shows you, and this is great revelation here, Jay, and all those that are going out in the Clifton, all those that are going out, Ray, Kevin, all those that are going out in the into the workforce. Into the world, put it like that. Come on. Right. You have to have this to be able to be blessed and to prosper. That's the word I'm looking for. Look at this, Acts chapter 7, verse 22. And Moses was educated. So you got to be educated. Moses was educated in all the learnings of the Egyptians. Notice that now. It says that he knew how they thought. He knew how they operated from the top all the way down. He knew. He was educated. You have to be educated. Joshua. He knew I was calling him, even though I was calling Justin. But Joshua went to school and was educated to do a certain thing, and then shifted out and took the easy road because it's money. It's money. The other thing is faith, more money, but he couldn't see that money. So they told him, they offered him like this. That's what the devil always does that. He did the same thing to me. He always does that. He offers to Jesus, said, Jesus, come bow down here with me, and I'll give you everything. And he even showed him. I'll give you all the kingdoms of the world. All you have to do is submit to me, bow to me. And so the enemy always does that. He did that with me. Oh, you don't have to go that route. Here, just go this route right here. I got it for you right there. I prayed, and the Lord said, that's not the way. What? I'm right here. It's right there. The mess hall is right there. The food is right there. I can get that right now. Come on. But listen, when Daniel and Shadrach and Meshach was changed into the other kingdom, they said we can't eat the delicacies of the king.
Right. Yep.
They said we have to eat the way that the Lord has taught us to eat. And he said to the man, watch this. He said to the man, give me 10 days.
Yes.
And see if it's not that we are not better.
Right.
And we don't look better, and we're not stronger.
Right.
Yes.
Then Daniel was able to read dreams.
Yeah. Come on.
And they was having dreams, didn't know what it meant.
Right.
And then he started interpreting the dreams. He started interpreting the dreams. And then of course he was exalted all the way to the right hand of the Pharaoh because the Lord had talked to Pharaoh.
Yeah.
And he was working on I didn't say not Joshua, that was Joseph. He was working on Joseph to get Joseph right so he could do to take care of the people. Take care of all the Egyptians, but there was the land of Goshen, it was the Israelites, the people of God. That's what it was about.
Right.
To save a nation.
Wow. Come on.
Esther was raised up and you were the same. You're going to do something great.
Amen. Come on.
Something great. You're going to do something great. Something great that only you can do. You're going to do it.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
And that girl got a tremendous mind.
Yeah.
Tremendous. She didn't even know it. They just walked. The computer just unbelievable. She showed me her report card, and it was 4 A's
Yeah.
and 2 B pluses.
Come on.
And so then I looked at it and I said, I'm not happy. I said, I'm happy with everything but the one thing. I said, this PE is A minus. I said, I can't have that. Now I'm a great athlete. My granddaughter can't come in with no A minus. I said, we got to lift that minus off.
Yeah.
I said, A, just come scraping with an A, okay. Or A plus, that's good.
Yeah.
But I ain't taking no A minus on PE. Listen, I'll take A minus on anything else. Anything else. I don't care what it is. It's shoveling poop. I'm taking it. You got a dog, you got to do it. You got a cat, you got to do it. All you people, you got to do it. But I got told, and I'm only joking with this, but I'm serious too. I got to have that A or A plus.
Amen.
PE.
Come on.
But I mean, think about that. That's magnificent. 4 A's and 2 B pluses. And we already got into a school that most people can't even get in.
Right.
Then they get mad at me because I'm saying how many of us is there, Larry? Oh, well, that's not important. It's not? Oh. Okay. But we need to be there.
Right.
That's right.
When we get one there, we can get some more there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
You know what they say about us.
Good.
Now you got to understand, listen, with me, you got to understand something about me.
Come on.
With me, I have all the races here.
Yeah.
And I don't have time to break it
Come
down.
on.
But they all here. In housed in this.
Come on. Come on.
Because I'm a kingdom man.
Amen.
Okay, now let's get back over here about Moses, and then I want to move on a few more. It says he was learned, he was educated in all of the learnings of the Egyptians. Now watch this. And he was a man of power in words and in deeds.
Amen.
I don't want to hear just the words. I want to see something.
Yeah.
Show me God.
Yes.
I want to see him.
Come
Yes.
on.
What has he done?
Come on.
Right.
I'm not talking about some old stale stuff that I'm not eating microwave food no more.
Come
I'm
on.
not.
Come on.
It's nasty.
Come on.
The reason why you can't say nothing, because you love it.
Look.
But if you go do some studying, I'm not joking. You go do some studying and you find out, this is causing some problems. And you might have some of the problems right on your head right now. Because you want it. There's all kind of stuff. And the one thing that I don't like about it, it dries the food out. And with me, when I look at it, it kills the food. And I don't want it. I don't want it. And of course, I'm putting it hard, making it hard on the cooks.
Look.
But that's just what it is. Okay, so, where are we going to now? 22, we're in the same chapter.
Come on.
Well, look at Paul now. Look what Paul says. Moses was in there with him. Now listen, so you can break this, so you can understand. You have to be in the world and know the system. I keep on telling you guys. Those that listen got it. I said the houses. They're giving money away for you to get houses. I said this a long time ago, 20 years ago. And one of them, Gloria. Gloria started a daycare. Well, we started a daycare, me and Gloria. And long story short, Gloria wanted to get her house. Gloria believed and did her paperwork, and they gave her how much?
50,000.
They gave her more than that actually. They gave her 50,000 because you got 10,000 from your family.
20, yeah.
Or 20, whatever. And now I said I was shocked on that. When they said she needed some more, and she said, you know, I'm going to my family. I was like, that's it. That's all she wrote. Because family don't come through.
Come on.
They got it packed right in the bank. Oh no, use this, use that. They got all kind of reasons why you can't get it. But they get ripped off. They're happy with that. They're not gonna give you none. But they gave it to Gloria. Man, Gloria gave her the money back. She got to get back to the city. But my point is, she heard, believed, and went and got it. This other girl, Adrian. Adrian did the same thing. Adrian believes she was 78,000.
Yes.
They got, see, how do I know that? Because I was like, what? They gave Adrian $78,000 at the city. At the city. 70, not 700. Not 7,000. Not 7,800. $78,000 to buy her house. She's in it right now. Amen. John leaves, gone for a decade, comes back broke down. He need what do you call it? You need when you put you ball player. You need a sleeve on the knee sleeve, knee brace. You need braces on both knees, both hips. You need on the back too. And the hair coming back is not working. It's not working. But John hears, listen, John hears.
Amen.
Has the VA. He has, they got other people that got VAs. Ain't doing nothing. Oh no, excuse me. They got reasons. Listen, my brother tells me every time I go, listen, my blood brother, every time I go to Louisiana and I show him, he goes, one day, I'm going. I said, ain't never gonna happen.
Come on.
I said, now that's great. You know, that's great. Like, you know, you bombard, I'm gonna see you, you know, no, you're not. You leaving on the ship, going from here over to Europe, and you ain't gonna see him no more. As a matter of fact, you better make it to the other side. You wave and that's it. I'm gonna see you, no. I don't live my life that way. I told Cookie in the 90s. Cookie, you with me, right? You know the right look on your face. In the 90s, me and Cookie decided that we, whatever we were in the ministry, that if anywhere our family was close within 200 miles, Larry, we going.
Amen.
I don't have $1 million in the bank.
Right.
Then or now.
Come on.
But I have much, much more in the bank of heaven.
Hallelujah.
My son makes first. He says, we know you have the bank of heaven. We know you got the bank, the gold mine in Africa. We know that you have several gold mines in Africa. You got the Bank of America. But what about? In other words, what's the reality? No, that's my reality. I live that way. Listen, people that know me, I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
Amen.
They may come get my stuff, but I'm gonna get it again.
Right.
Because they're never gonna be able to say I didn't try. Amen. They say it right now. Michael, he lives above his means. I said, no, they don't know how big God is. They serve him a little. Oh, they're over there. Oh, they're over in the workforce. Oh, see, I'm not over there. The Lord, I heard his voice. His voice called me and said, I had work for you. Now, all of you, he tells all of you. Amen. Every one of you hear him, and then you say, oh, no. Before I forget, Jose and whoever else, I've been watching this program with Kenneth Copeland on Bravo, or something it's called, and Bravo or something, and Bravo, and there's a lot of preachers on there. I said, but there's nothing like me.
Come on.
So we need to hit him up.
Come on.
Because I've been a partner for a long time.
Right.
I went to the Believers Convention in '85 in Dallas, in Dallas, Texas. And when Dr. you won't even know who this is. He died now. But Dr. Edwin Lewis Cole, when he was running hard, he got his book still going, and what he did in the earth still going. And what was it? What they called when he had the thing when he went over in San Diego? Remember 55,000? The Promise Keeper. Maximize Man. Yeah, Maximize Manhood. And that book is still there. And he's a tremendous man of God.
Come on.
And Copeland brought him in. Nobody knew about him. And Brother Copeland brought him in. I met Brother Copeland in the elevator.
Come on.
And he introduced himself to me. That's how they do.
Yeah.
I didn't go, oh, this Brother Copeland, let me just try to, nope. I stood there, and he said, hello. I'm Kenneth Copeland. Shook his hand, he said, and he introduced all his staff to me in the elevator.
Wow.
That's over 40 years ago.
Come on.
But that's what happened.
Amen.
But anyway, there's one thing I want to say. When that conference, Dr. Cole was talking about a man and how a man's got to be, and man, he was hitting it so hard, and then you had to give your confession. I mean, confession of sin. And man, the power of God hit so hard. It's maybe 20,000 people, and I hit the floor.
Come on.
And because repented, since and I looked like this, and it was Pastor Johnson right next to me, elbow to elbow, and he was repenting.
Amen.
And we were fasting for the week. I didn't do as good as I wanted to on the fast. I won't get into that. But that was part of being on the floor.
Come on.
Oh,
Look.
let's see. Let's see. I gotta give you this. I gave you Paul? No? I didn't? Okay, I gotta give you Paul. And then I'm gonna give you Jesus and I'm out. And I'm just gonna read it. Acts 22. Acts 22 is 1 through 3, but I'm gonna just give you 3. And this is about Paul. He said he's given the defense of the gospel to the Jews. He's saying who, how he was born, where he was born, what he is. Verse 3 says, I'm a Jew, born in Tarsus of Cilicia. He said, but brought up in this city. Watch this. Educated under Gamaliel. Gamaliel, that's the prophet, a great teacher. Strictly according to the law of our fathers, being zealous for God, just as you all are today. Now that one strictly, I looked it up, and in the Greek it says, according to the strictness of the accessorial, you know, when you got to talk about your ancestors. Ancestral law. So he was saying that's how far I go back. He was breaking it down so that he could, for the defense of who he was, and for you to be able to hear.
Right.
And so he was saying that I'm learning.
Come on.
Yeah.
I've learned.
Yeah.
Right.
And one other place, Matthew 13, I got to go there, and I finished there.
Yeah.
Matthew 13. It also finishes with Isaiah 6 and Daniel chapter 1, verse 17. You have to get it on the tape. But that, well, Matthew chapter 6, and of course Isaiah. This scripture here, Jesus is quoting Isaiah in Isaiah chapter 6, all the way to verse I think 10. But I'm going to hit here what Jesus said in Matthew 13, and I'm going to be out with a few verses. I'm going to give you just one verse. It starts at verse 11 and goes to verse 17. I'm going to give you one verse. He says, for the heart of this people have become dull.
Come on.
Watch this. For their ears, they are, I got the sweat in my eye. He says, with their ears, they scarcely hear. They scarcely hear. And he says, and they have closed their eyes.
Wow.
Lest they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears. Yeah. He's talking about the outward ear and the outward eye. Yes. Cannot see, perceive. If you don't see naturally, you cannot perceive, you cannot see spiritually. Right. If you want to see spiritually to be able to see naturally, that's not the way it goes. Right. You have to hear first.
Right. Yes. Amen.
You have to sit down, become a disciple to learn.
Yes.
You hear sound. You can't, like John.
Yeah.
Most magnificent way he put it I've ever heard.
Yes.
And I'll say it again. He said, I can't hear you. He said, my spiritual ears are not ready, tuned in yet. But he knew.
Right.
He knew.
In his spirit, he knew what's being said here, I need.
Amen.
That's what John said.
Yeah.
You watch that man, he ain't joking when he comes to the altar.
Yeah.
He ain't joking. He don't come out.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the way you got to be.
Amen.
You're showing by the Spirit what you have to do, how you have to do it.
Amen.
My ears, he said, my ears are not ready yet. But he kept coming, I bet he can hear now. Hallelujah. He heard enough to bring that plant
Healing,
that had healing in it. And stopped that wound on my left foot because I had the same one on my right foot was coming on my left foot.
Right.
And it was stopped dead in its tracks. And we put some faith and power on it.
Amen. Come on.
And now my foot is completely, I'm talking about the left foot. Yeah. And if I could get the right foot out of the cast and get him in there, he'd be already healed too. But the doctor got it.
All right.
So that's how I said, that's fine, we'll go that route.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. If you need an envelope to pay your tithe and you haven't already paid it, You gotta take care of business financially. You don't pay your tithes, you never increase financially. And I want to increase financially. I want to increase spiritually, but I want to increase financially too. I want to drive the best rides. I want to live in the best houses. I want to drive. I want to wear the best clothes. I want to have my own plane. So that I have to worry about trying to fight for a seat, Chrissy. Paying for it and then getting it taken. Okay, what we got going on? I don't know. Where's Gabriel? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't feel like it. I shouldn't say feel like first of all we want to do a men's meeting. Just get that straight.
Right.
If we had our spot, which we will have soon.
Right. That's
If
right.
we had our spot, then we wouldn't be talking about because we've been having it.
Exactly.
But I'm not trying to abuse what the Lord has provided and cause anybody to be in trouble with their landlord because of being to bless the church. So we let you know, but right now I say no. I want to say welcome home to Justin number 2. I see my girls back there. I see my 2 girls back there. What's her name? Lola and Melissa. Melissa. You know what it is. And then there's this man over here, mechanic. The mechanic.
Ray.
Mechanic.
Yeah.
I still need work. I need work. And Justin, Joshua, I need to play that fool while you're still over there. Anything else? Good to see all of you, your beautiful faces. Happy to see you. We don't have to pay rent. Where's John? Where's John? We don't have to pay rent. Where's John? He's already gone? Jose, see if we got to pay rent. What's his here? No, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We don't have to pay. You got the keys, right? Okay, let's go. Timmy's birthday. Whose birthday? Timothy, happy birthday.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
My wife's birthday just passed. Jackie's birthday just passed. Tracy's birthday just passed. Lexi's birthday on Tuesday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you.